What it do, family of one? Just being, kicking in the crib. A lot of people are struggling right now, so I wanted to go live and do a video about some of the energies you're going to be feeling and what you're going to be going through, and just mainly like talk to you to help you out of it, right? What is cracking, everybody? How y'all doing today? When people get on here. So what's up, y'all? So the energies are going to be like really harsh right now, guys. Like a lot of people right now are feeling like shit. Okay? And I want to remind you guys that in energies like this, they're natural. It's normal. It's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to feel this way. I know you don't want to. What's up, y'all? What's cracking? I know everybody that's in these energies, they don't want to be feeling off. They don't want to feel not aligned. They don't want to be going through the crap. But I've helped a lot of people today and over the last 2 days that have been in like energies that, hell yeah, for sure. I literally have been like in these energies for the last couple of days, and I've been floating. Dream space is weird, and I come out of it and I feel fine, but that's just me because I've done a lot of work and I've done so much shadow work. So anybody that hasn't done shadow work, I'm sitting here and I'm feeling these upgrades and they're massive. So if you ain't done shadow work and you need some done still in some areas that are pretty traumatic or some areas not serving you mainly, then you're going to be feeling a little off right now. You're going to be feeling energies that aren't what you want to feel. Yeah, I guess I got a haircut. Yeah, I cut my hair. Sorry. I cut my own hair. Shit, I do everything myself, man. I'm proud of myself for that shit. I'll tell you that right now. I was wanting to be a barber at one point. But anyways, like basically in these energies when we're here, right? It's natural. It's what's supposed to be happening. I'm going to explain to you guys scientifically and then give you guys a lowdown of why we go through it. Okay? I'm going to give you like a nice little talk. Okay? Let me get this shit moved a little bit. Alright, so basically when we're in energies like this, right? Yeah, for sure in dream space. So like in these energies like this, scientifically what's happening to us is right now the full moon is amping her ass up and she's about to be full on full moon on the 12th. So the energies you're feeling is her going full, and your body is like 80, 70 something percent water, and she's pulling on your energy field right now, on your water, on the water inside your body, and it's bringing negative energy, shit that doesn't serve you, to the surface. And what it does is it makes you feel uncomfortable. One, it makes you feel uncomfortable because you're moving into a new area where you're going to be purging out all this old energy, and it's going to be a place where you've never been, a higher vibration, something you're not used to. Secondly, it's because it's going to not feel pretty to get rid of the old energy while it's sitting on the outside of your system. It has to come to the surface to be dealt with. So please understand, as much as you want to let your ego tell you in your mind, your ego will talk to you. It'll say to you, I'm supposed to be feeling better than this. I'm not supposed to be here. This isn't what's supposed to be happening. I'm supposed to be ahead right now. I'm supposed to be spiritually aligned. I'm supposed to be meditating. I'm supposed to be eating better. I'm supposed to be thinking better. I'm supposed to be loving myself better. And really what you're supposed to be doing is what you're doing. And that's feeling the emotions of the spectrum of high and low. So you're feeling the bad and anger. If you're in a place where you're resentful and angry, that has something to teach you. If you're in a place where you're sad and lonely, it has something to teach you. If you're a place where you're feeling lost and confused, it has something to teach you. Everything that you go through has something to teach you. You have to stop thinking the universe isn't working for you. and understand that nothing is ever just happening to you. It's always happening for you. You have to get out of your head. You have to stop letting that old program 3D thinking run your life that makes you think that you are in a place where you're not supposed to be. Time is not real. I've told people this 1,000 times. Time is not real, which means basically you're in a video game. All the levels were already created. Everything you were going to do has already been made and already played out. You're just here to experience it as if it's the first time. So you gave yourself amnesia, came down here to do that, to learn soul lessons, to level up. I remember I used to think, is this a cruel game? I'm kind of realizing I guess it is a game. in essence, okay? And I love to be alone also. If you want to understand what it's like to sit in a healed vibration, I'm going to go a little off topic real quick and explain to you guys where I'm at. In a healed vibration, you need nobody. It's okay to be alone on a daily basis. Another thing you don't need? Anything. Food, water, basic things. It's all you got, and you're good to go. You don't have to have all the luxuries of everything that everybody thinks they need in order to be happy. You sit in a vibration of literally just being, and you're good with it. And the other way you know that you're stepping into that vibration is you're on creator mode. You're constantly thinking of what to create next or how to make something more, create something new. And you're being versatile with it. You're being multifaceted. You're not just sticking to one thing you're trying to create. You're trying to create 9 different things. And you know you're stepping into a place of now time where you no longer are worried about the past or the future. You're just enjoying right now and constant creation. That's where you're headed to, guys. Okay? And to understand how to get there is to go through what you're going through right now. If you're in the pain, if you're feeling hurt right now, if you're feeling dark, it's because you're going through something and you're suffering because you're suffering time. Okay? Because right now you're not suffering. Okay, what I mean by that is, and I'm being real literal right now. Right now, you're watching me. Hello. And we're having an experience where we're experiencing self through the video camera. You're experiencing me, watching me, downloading information from yourself, from a higher source of information coming through me, right? And you think that yesterday happened, or what hurt you happened yesterday, or whoever hurt you is real. And in reality, none of that is real. What is real is right in front of you, me. Everything else you see in front of you in this moment. I have, my house, everything going on. That is what's real. You've been lied to, and you believe that the past is real, and you believe that the future is real to you. Now, it is real energetically. Everything exists right now energetically, past, present, and future. So you can tap into the past right now and feel it, or you can tap into a future possibility and feel it, okay? And all of it is happening right now. Always. You can never escape right now. Now is what is always, will be, and always is. Now, okay? So to understand now, I'm going to explain that to you so that you guys understand in a better sense how to escape suffering. Because when you suffer, you're suffering time. You're suffering either the past in your mind, which doesn't exist, or the future, which doesn't exist. And this is how you understand this reality, okay? This reality is a simulation. The way they put this simulation together was, it came up with infinite amounts of possibilities of things that you could do. And it imprinted all these infinite amount of things that you could do onto what you would think of as like a slideshow, whenever you're watching a movie and the slides are going by on an old projector screen, okay? And on every slideshow is an infinite amount of things that you could have did in different movements you could have made. Every single one of every split second is a different movement, is a different snapshot. And the way time works is you come into this reality and now you're going to move through those snapshots. All those snapshots are already existed, have already been made, and you even came up with a plan and gave yourself spirit guides and higher versions of yourself to guide you, yourself from the future to guide you in this reality and keep you on soul plan so that you could stay on this thing, because you have free will in this reality. You can do whatever you want. I let people know you're like a dog walking on a leash, and we call Prime Creator, or yourself, the one that made the plan, is the one walking the dog, and you're the dog. You can choose to struggle and go left or right to the past or the future, or you can walk the dog and just walk nice right along with it in the now. No suffering. Or you can struggle however you want, but you have the option of how you're going to navigate through this reality. Okay? So the illusion of this reality is that things are happening like from moment to moment to moment to moment to moment to moment to moment, and that's like a bunch of now moments are creating the future, correct? And what I'm letting you know is right now is now. Right now is now. Right now is now. To you it happened like bam, 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 but actually it all happened at the very same time. Even though I went 1, 2, 3, 4, all that actually happened at the same time, in the now. All snapshots already taken. Your mind wants you to think that you have control over this reality in the essence of you can control all these different things around you. And reality is everything's already made for you. Step into the flow. Step out of time into now. You are suffering because you're suffering time. The past and the future don't exist. Step into now and you step out of time. That's the secret. People ask me, okay, not ask me, I asked myself that whenever I was awakening. I had no idea what it meant to just be. I had no clue what it meant to listen and not have my voice inside my head going just at 1,000,000 miles a minute. Okay? And so I want to remind you guys, there's a voice talking in your head that never stops speaking to you sometimes. And it's called the ego voice. It is the programmed voice of fear. It's a voice that's programmed to talk to you as if it's you, to talk you out of doing something that might hurt you or cause you pain. It's of the body. Your ego is of the body, okay? Let me explain to you what the ego is so you understand that now. The ego is of the body. Its job is a great thing. It's meant to keep you alive and safe and from being hurt. And you have programmed yourself over the years to be afraid and of being hurt by everything. And everything around you has programmed you. The news has programmed fear into you. So you're scared of everything. So this is how the ego works. You're driving down the street, and when you're driving, a car pulls out in front of you. You don't have time to think, you just react. Boom, and you turn real quick. You're like, wow, I can't believe I just missed that. Your ego is that instant reaction. It reacts to fear. When fear kicks in, it reacts for you. So for you guys to understand how to navigate this reality and through shadow work, and to truly level up as a light worker, and to truly do inner work and shadow work, this is how you do it. You realize that every human being that you come into contact with is a lesson to you. It is about a mirror and a projection with them. You will look at them and possibly think something negative about them, or even positive. We're going to stick with the negative side right now, then I'll explain the other. When you look at them and you think something negative about them, it is your shadow side mirroring to them that is the truth within you, and you are not seeing the truth of yourself, and it is splitting your reality in half. And now you have a good side and a bad side, and the bad side your ego is saying is not you, you will see in other people. Everyone that walks into your reality will do this to you. And the way you know this is how the ego works with the reaction that I just told you about with the driving, somebody will come at you and say, hey, you really need to change, you're not doing this right, and you need to work on yourself. You'll be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, you're wrong. You snap on them. The ego snaps whenever it gets triggered, and when it gets triggered is whenever it feels fear from feeling a truth that might hurt your feelings. You might cry and learn your pride has to be hurt a little, and you learn something about yourself that you need to change. Okay? So what you have to understand is when you are triggered, it is a moment for you to thank the trigger and say, damn, I didn't even know that needed healed. I love triggers now. As ascension moves on, whenever you start awakening and you move into a real high vibration, you love triggers because triggers show you what needs to be healed next because you had no clue it was there before. And so how I use mirroring and projecting is this. If I tell you right now and you're my friend and I say, you're lost, you don't know what you're talking about, you're not woke. What I'm really saying is, I'm lost. I have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm not woke. So for all of you out there that are trying to tell your friends that they're not woke or they're asleep, you're projecting your reality onto them that you're truly not woke and asleep in that moment. You're not the one that's woke in that moment, and you think you are, and your shadow self is trying to show you that you are failing to see that you were that person at one time. You were also in a place of unawareness in that time, and you're actually vibrating them in to show you how truly unaware you are because they're mirroring back to you how unaware you really are. Okay? It's a tricky slope with this ego. It wants to what it does is it's constantly looking to reinvent itself in any form, shape, or form. So we have to stay on top of this all the time, making sure that we're not judging another person because we're judging an aspect of ourselves. This is oneness, if you guys don't understand oneness. We are all one soul created in billions of bodies experiencing life simultaneously at the same damn time. Experiencing ourselves. Okay? If you want to know what God is, look yourself in the mirror. Look yourself in the mirror if you want to know what God is. You'll see it looking right back at you. You are the one source, God, in a human body. You're looking back at me. I'm you. The reason we created this reality right here that we're sitting in is so that we could experience form, physical stuff, okay, in any shape that we wanted to. We could make whatever we want because we are that. So we chose this human body, all this right here in this realm, in this dimension. And then we wanted to experience ourselves because it would have been boring to just come down here by yourself. So we created alternate versions of ourselves to exist simultaneously with ourselves and have an experience. And love is the ultimate essence of all. It all goes back to Creator. When they say, I don't know what book it is, but it says something about, like God says, go and have an experience and then bring everything back to me. Well, that's what we're doing. We're having an experience as God in human form, and we are letting this God have all the experience of us. We are not human consciousness. We are consciousness having a human experience. Okay? You've been many beings. You've lived on many planets before. You've existed as many different things. You've been a grain of sand. You've been everything. You've been everything that there is that exists. I realized this one day and it blew my fucking mind. I'm not going to go there right now, but for you, in order to be this human being that you are in this body, you've had to experience every lower dimension prior to this, and that's every being out there that exists. So you are everything existing simultaneously at the same time. So when you look at a bee, you are the bee. When you look at a tree, you are the tree. When you look at the plastic, even though you think it's not conscious and it's not aware, it is vibrating awareness and consciousness. Consciousness is everything. I mean, it's beyond our belief sometimes. So, if you're hurting, this is the most natural thing for you. I'm going to explain the light worker mission, the dark. I don't like calling it light worker. I just want to call it the human mission, okay? A human mission is to come to a planet like this, incarnate, and say, I will take on a level of what we call dark energy or negative things, and I will take those on for this planet, and then I will go through it, and I will actually be that for a period of my life, and then I will get activated and a switch flipped in my head to have this thing called a spiritual awakening, and then I'm going to choose to go back to the light, back to love, back to healing. So everything that you've ever done or gone through or ever been through a hardship, or every person you've ever hurt, any negative thing you've ever done, was something humanity does as a whole in general. You aren't the only one that does it. There's a big portion of people like us that do all the same things. So you came here to help heal that. And at one point, you're on this live, obviously, so you're having an awakening of some sorts of a spiritual nature, because you wouldn't be on here. So now that you're on this path, you're moving back to light. Let me explain to you the path of this. It's called ascension. It doesn't mean ascension to me. I think of going up an escalator. You go boom, doom, 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 doom. Okay, and so when you're going like this is when you feel flat and low and you're not moving up. You feel like you're moving backwards. You feel like you're taking 10 steps back. You feel like you're not making it forward, no progress. Really, you're just moving flat, going across the energy field, and you're trying to purge and get rid of the crap from the past. Then you level up, okay, and you feel good as shit. Now you're on this high vibration, and you start to level out again. You stop feeling that energy again, and then you need to level up again. When we're going to level up, we have to feel darkness. We have to fucking go through some pain sometimes. Sometimes we don't have to. That's old thinking, Bryant. That's old paradigm, Bryant. In the now, we don't have to suffer anymore at all. We can just shift real easily. It all is going to become real easy, okay? We can create how we want to suffer, or how we want to shift, how we want to do everything. Us humans have the power now to do that. I was actually just in an old paradigm of thinking, and I just noticed it. So I'm going to shift that thinking. I'm going to go somewhere else with this. So, the Lightworker mission is all about going into that 3D, I call it that dark energy, 3D, right? And moving up to the 5D, okay? And so you want to be all love and light and happy all the damn time in the 5D, right? But that's not the human mission. The human mission's more along the lines of get happy, feel how good it feels to be in 5D and in the happy energy, and then drop down to 3D energy, the old crap, the stuff that's no longer working for us. Get yourself a little bit of that pain, a little bit of that bullshit, or whatever, okay? Because that does have to come in there sometimes to teach us lessons. Pain does teach me so many lessons, so we don't have to have that anymore, but I will say that has taught me so many lessons, so I'm not going to negate that pain is not a part of this. So you get a little bit of it, you know what I'm saying? And then what you're doing that for is humanity, to help them. You're not doing it by yourself and just going through this thing on your own, and it's just like that's all in vain. All the crap you're going through, and you go down into the 3D energy and you feel all that dark energy and the pain, that's for you, okay? And the whole planet to heal from you, okay? So whenever you are going in that energy, you go and it all comes to the surface from these moons and the solar flares, and we feel like crap and we feel a negative energy. What we do is it comes out of us through crying, tears, writing, releasing, Reiki, different things like that. And then we will be hollow. Nothing will be in us no more. And we'll be able to bring in new energy and new stuff and amazing, amazing, amazing abundance of love and light. You'll feel free. So if right now you feel terrible, pay attention here in a week or so or less. you'll feel amazing and you'll float. Okay, I promise. And if you've been on it for months, okay, and you're on the big stretch, you're on like the deep healing cycle and phases. When you get out of the 3 or 4 month or the 6 month or even the year deep binge, man, it's like not binge or deep purge. It's like letting go of all that ever weighed you down one day, and you're just free and you just feel it, man. So it's coming for all of you, and it should come in more bursts. But tell your guides that you want a 5D day. Say you want to experience a 5D day. Demand a 5D day. Tonight, as you go to bed, set intention to wake up tomorrow and have a high 5D day. Every one of you on here, all 36. Each and every one of you right now, you're setting intentions tomorrow to have the best of day. Even if it's at work, you're going to go spread light and love. Even if it's whatever you're going to do, you're going to be happy and grateful for just being alive and breathing air, having something to drink and eat, and not being somebody in a third world country, having a phone with internet right now to be able to reach out and talk to people. Stop being ungrateful for the things that you don't got, and think about the things you do have and be grateful. I'm trying to remind you guys of gratitude. Gratitude's the key to getting through these situations, okay? Alright? Gratitude is the key to getting through these situations. Every time the lower vibrations come, they will come. And they come for a reason, to teach us very deep lessons. Today I slept till 9 o'clock, uncharacteristic of me. I'm up at 7 every day. And then I took a nap at 1 and slept till 4. So even though I'm happy and I'm still doing okay, I'm purging in dream space, and the energies are heavy. So if you're sleeping 15 hours or 18 hours, it's part of it. Kick back and enjoy the shit out of it. If you wake up on a day of ascension, you don't feel like getting up and you feel like sleeping all day, you have my permission and Spirit's permission to do that. You have Spirit's permission to sleep for 24 solid hours. You have Spirit's permission to cry for 19. You have Spirit's permission to do nothing for the next solid week, if that's what you got to do to make it through energies. Okay? If you gotta go eat yourself a big old box of Oreos and you're vegan, or whatever the fuck, because that's what's gonna soothe you and make you like, I'm not giving you permission to fucking go and fuck your world up and make your stomach hurt and be in pain and be dumb about it. But I'm saying whatever you do to get through energies like this and make it, kudos to you, because you're fucking doing the deep dark work, and we appreciate you. You know, that's Spirit talking through me just now when they say we. Pay attention whenever I say we. That's Spirit like moving messages through me. We don't I hate whenever I notice Spirit's talking to me. I always stop their channel. Anyways, pay attention to the voices in your head when they talk to you. Guys, if you want to know if Spirit's talking to you, sometimes you'll say we to yourself. It's not ever you when they say we. Okay? So, hey, whoever just said 5 days, Ashley, good job, man. Proud of you. That energies right now are definitely going to be pushing people up and making them change their energies. So right now you should be letting go of things that ain't working for you anymore. Right now you should be feeling like weird. You should be feeling off. You should be feeling Kundalini activations possibly, which are like different weird feelings in your back, body, neck, energies that are painful even. All that shit's going to be coming up over the next couple days. My third eye's being activated over the past 2 days. For those of you that are in the dark pain though, man, my suggestion to you is you wake up, you meditate, you go outside, you get grounded, you chill, you do whatever the hell you do to relax, burn some incense, take a nap, wake up and do it again. I've done that in Ascension for over 3 years, guys. If you want to know how I got healed, it wasn't an easy road. I woke up in 2016 of July. My ex left me in October of 2016. I went to the mental hospital in November 11th. 2016 with the psychosis of an awakening. My inner child surfaced and I wasn't able to handle some shit that I learned that I had suppressed. And I ended up in there because I was in like ninth dimensional consciousness and people didn't understand me. You know how it goes when we get psychosis. But it wasn't an easy road. So from November 2016 to now, I've been healing my ass off. I just now hit a healed vibration where I literally feel superb and perfect. I wake up every day in the now, constantly creating. There is no more past or future for me. It's not even existent in my mind no more. I'm just now. Except for when I talk to you guys about your past or future that you're dealing with or worried about. So that's like what, a solid almost 4 years, 3.5 years of Dark Night of the Soul. So if you're a year in of awakening, 8 months in, 2 years in, relax. I had to tell myself during Ascension, the major parts of it, that I had to accept that I was fucking unhealed a little bit, and it was going to be a little time for me to get healed. But in that time, I was going to try to have as much fun as I fucking could while I was healing. Okay? Some of us will be on the couch 18 hours a day, not want to live, not want to get up most days. I did that for the first year after she left me. So all of 2017 was on the couch and not wanting to move or do anything. Depression. Okay? Depression isn't what you think it is. Depression is your body going into deep rest. Deep rest from the avatar and the character that I had been living my whole life. It was done, and it was tired. So my body was going to go into deep rest and heal me, and let me heal. Wasn't going to move much or do anything that's going to make me have any movement, because it needed big time to rest and heal, especially in the other side, in the astral realms. I was in a war in the astral realms for about a year. 18-hour sleeping days, okay? So, I want to remind you guys that you might be there in that place, okay? And that, it's a cool place to be. I don't care what the hell you say. If you say it's not a good place to be, it is. It's a place that's going to teach you a whole fuck ton of lessons. I look back on my ascension and I would have done nothing different. I love my life now. I don't do much. My bro's in there. You can ask him. I do this on a daily basis. All I do is I do Reiki for people all day long. I try to help you guys. I get on Facebook. I'm on the internet more than I prefer to be, but I know that I'm helping, so I know that it's energetically time well spent. And I eat and I love my water, and I don't do anything, and I love my life. When you get to a place like this, it's beautiful, okay? That's fucking amazing. And you don't need anything because you're just happy in your soul, and you realize happiness doesn't come from a person, place, or thing, or a situation, or an action. Happiness comes from just, I'm just fucking happy because I like being me. I love me. Loving you comes with happiness. If you want to be happy again, learn to love you. All your dark and all your light. I'm not going to talk about all the dark shit I've done, because sometimes I feel like I'm being ego when I say that shit. But I've done a lot of dirt in my life. I've been a very bad person to women, different things like that, right? And I had to realize that I don't like bad. The word bad isn't right or good or bad. That's all duality. But I wasn't very, good person in the past, and that doesn't define me for who I am today, because I've changed all that and became who this person is, right? So we have to understand that that's part of our journey, is to go through that shit and to be in those energies and to go through the hardships and to go through all that, Man, awakening is a very, like many of you, I don't know if you know, I'm going to remind you if you don't know this about me, but I'm a starseed. I'm a being from another planet. I come from the Pleiades. I have the Pleiades tattooed right here. I have the star system on my ceiling in little stickers, so when I go to bed at night, I see home. I just posted online a little thing about it that said I spent time learning from Chief Matthew Blackman and Chief Michael Vargas, and they're both Lakota and Dakota chiefs. And Chief Matt used to always talk about saying he was a star person. I thought he just meant he was made of stardust. I didn't know he meant star people, like come from the stars. And so I got out, I had my awakening at Sundance, realized I had my chakras, my 12-strand DNA open. It was like I took a hit of ecstasy, but wasn't on no drugs and I felt like I was on acid for a month, and I couldn't come down from it. Felt like I was floating above my body all the time. But so basically, I literally realized that I was from the Pleiades through a bunch of synchronicities. They never came and talked to me. They never came and told me nothing. But they just kept reaching out for me through different synchronicities. And then I did have this girl write me one day and was like, the Pleiadians are sending you a message, brother. And I was like, she said some light language. She might be on there, I don't know. But it was a pretty epic moment. And then I look back and realize the Lakota people believe they come from the head of the white buffalo calf constellation, which is the Pleiades. So a bunch of shit clicked for me, and I realized, like, holy crap, okay. So that makes sense. I know I'm a starseed. That makes sense why I was so attracted to the Lakota people, and I love doing sweat lodges, and I love keeping fire, and I loved being a part of that. So I've been on this journey since 2012, was whenever I began my real spiritual walk. So I've been really knuckling down and doing this shit for, a solid 7-8 years of really self-growth. So if you're just now starting to self-growth, give yourself a break and just, don't you dare try and push yourself on this shit. That's the perfectionism of your ego. And this is not that. Okay? Yeah, Pleiadian. You already know. Love my Pleiades, man. Pleiades. Pleiadians come in and give everybody on here a quick Reiki clearing and DNA upgrade for that full moon. If anybody on here wants a Reiki clearing real quick, it's coming at you. I know I didn't advertise it on here, but I don't mind sending it over. They were like, Bryant, send a healing. You got 34 people on here. Get a healing coming over to them. I'm going to send you guys a full-ass Reiki healing if you want it. So just be open to receive my energies. Say, I'm open to receive these energies. And the Pleiadians, me, Archangel Michael, Raphael, the universe will give you a quick upgrade healing. Yeah, it's coming at y'all like strong as fuck. I love intuitive healings when they just guide me to it. It's so powerful. So you're going to feel it in your crown chakra right now, tingling. Remove all blocks from all their chakras. Archangel Raphael assist. Archangel Michael remove all attachments from them. And if you don't want this session, it's all good. You can just say no, and your higher self will deny it. Okay? What up, D-Rock? What's up, buddy? Shit, man. I love this shit. Taking some deep breaths right now with me, guys. Literally right now, because this energy is fucking potent. Thank you, Pleiadians, for being here. I hope you guys know you got a bunch of light beings walking around you right now. I love when people fucking giggle or whatever. Yeah, I told you I was just sending it into your crown. Here's for your third eye. I know I got off track, but hell, fuck it. Let's do a healing, right? Throat chakra. Clear out them lies and them things. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys how you heal your chakras. I'm gonna start from the base though, even though I started at the bottom. So to clean out your root chakra, let's get rid of fear, because that deals with survival, and you feel like you're in survival stage. Okay, so we're gonna clear out all the fear that you have going on in your life. Okay. Your sacral chakra deals with pleasure and joy, and it's blocked by guilt. Sending to your sacral chakra. Remove all negative emotional attachments to that sacral chakra. Alright, then solar plexus. I still haven't seen my guys yet. I wish I had. Hey, get out of yourself, Rose. Take off. Go find out some information for me and come back. Allow yourself to roll out. Alright, your solar plexus deals with, is blocked by shame, and it deals with power. Okay? When you're ashamed of something, you don't have no power. And then the heart chakra. Send some healing to the heart. The heart chakra deals with grief, is blocked by grief and anger, obviously. Anger is grief. And it deals with love, pure love. Throat chakra is blocked by lies, the ones you tell yourself. It helps you speak your truth. Third eye is blocked by illusions. Helps you have true sight. And your crown chakra is blocked by any ego attachments you have, anything you think you need to be okay on this planet. So if you're attached to like a person, and they're what makes you happy, and they're your source of happiness, then your crown is blocked, not allowing energy to receive as easily as it should be. They are your source of happiness, and they come from outside of you, because happiness needs to come from within. Okay? I love you guys all so much. I hope you know that. We are all one. Regardless if you want to believe it and you feel separate from me and you don't feel like me, you're just me. Like all you women, you're just me in a dude's body. Or I'm just you in a dude's body. And to all you guys out there, I'm just you over here with a little different features, because I was born in different life circumstances shaped me and I look different than you. But I'm you. You're me. Take a big ass deep breath in for a release, guys, okay? Alright? 1, 2. Blow that shit out with intent. Every time I blow out, I picture black smoke coming out of me. Darkness leaving the body. Hey, I'm masculine and feminine. I'm good with being both. I'm all good with my feminine side and my... Oh, well, thank you. Slap hands. Ready? Boop. Good job. I'll do it one more time in case you miss. Ready? Boop. Nice job, guys. Ah, shit. I love being me. I swear, yo, whenever you fall in love with yourself and you truly learn to love to be alone, all alone and love you, there's no other love like my own. I love seeing, like, you guys look at my Facebook page, guys. I want you guys to see, okay, understand something. As above, so below. Okay? So how you feel inside will reflect your outsides. So if you're with somebody or you have people in your life that don't love you and they're mean to you and they're not nice to you, that's reflecting back to you how you love yourself. Okay? And some aspect of yourself doesn't love you much because it's showing that to you through that. Okay? It's something you need to heal and take back your power, and don't let them people disrespect you and walk out of their lives. Bye if you're not going to be respectful to me. That's part of boundaries, self-love boundaries, okay? So what I had to understand was I lost myself, but I'm good with it. I might find it again. Maybe that's all you guys needed to hear. What was I saying? Oh well. Somebody's gonna remind me or some shit. But so what was I talking about? Oh, self-love, like in loving yourself and somebody not loving. So if you look at my page and you see my page and see that like everybody's always telling me how much they love me and they thanking me and stuff like that, and I'm always responding with love to them, and it's just this loving energy exchange constantly all over my page. I don't ever even pay attention to my live feed. Even pay attention to my live feeds. Nobody's ever really negative or mean in my live feeds. Okay? Ever. Everybody's usually very supportive and very nice. No trolls. That's because I don't vibrate that in. Because I'm not that on the inside. So, to understand and look at my feed and look at me, what I'm saying is you get to see that I love myself on the inside, so it's reflected back to me from the outside. So for you guys to understand, whenever, the cool thing I forgot to tell you about mirroring and projecting is if you look at me and you're like, oh, he's awesome, or you think, oh, that person's great, you're actually seeing an aspect of yourself that is awesome or great. So kudos to yourself. When you look at a woman or a man and you think they're attractive, you're seeing your attractiveness in them. Whenever you look at, I'm not talking about just physical, I'm talking about the attractiveness of just energy. You're attracted to something, an aspect of them that's energetically like you. Okay? You alright, Sharon? I can tone the energy down. If you're purging, I'm sorry. That happens. I sent you a turn down on the energy. Everybody else can keep flowing. Sending you love, Sharon. I know all about it. Let it go. Let the energies go. Let the energies go. Clear the energy off all their bodies. All the stagnant energy coming off them through the session. Clean it off, spirit. Turn it to the ground. Put it all the way deep into Gaia. Saint Germain, come in and burn the violet flame on us. Light the violet flame up all the way around us. Woo! That was a burner. It's a lot, yo. Whew. Going somewhere else, huh? What's up, guys? So, yep, boundaries. It's all about boundaries. Your spine's burning. That's Kundalini. That's also my Reiki energy, bro. I forgot to tell you guys because nobody's like, I guess this isn't a Reiki session. Wasn't supposed to be. You're going to feel heat, energy, heat inside your body, electricity, like twitches, feeling like you might want to cry, all kinds of different things are going to come up in you because what I'm doing is I'm channeling God's energy through me. I call it intelligent energy. It's not God's because we are all gods, but intelligent energy through me, and it's healing you guys, and I'm not doing nothing but channeling it. So Hope you guys are doing okay. Really. Ground them. Ground them with the raku. Ooh, there we go. That feels way better. I'm gonna do 7 of them just for gangster purposes. Shoom. Alright. No, it's not bad at all, Kyle. It's perfectly fine, brother. That's your chakras. If you don't know what your chakras are, I don't know if you know or not, it's not bad at all. The heat is burning energy out of you. Imagine fire cleanses, fire eradicates crap. Yeah, your eye could be twitching, anything like this stuff. Fire eradicates, so when the heat is inside you, and it's a lot, it's burning out energy that's no longer serving you. So make sure you guys are drinking a lot of water over the next couple days, because right now I'm amping your energy up pretty high. Follow my page if you guys want this, because I do these often. I do these 3 times a week sometimes. I do spells. I can teach you how to do this. Each and every one of you, all 39 of you, have the power to do this shit. I can teach you it. I'm donation based. I don't even charge anything expensive. It's whatever you can afford or value it at, basically. Yeah, I love the goosebumps, don't you? I love the goosebumps. What exactly are chakras? Thank you, Lizzie. I love when people new are on here that don't know what they are. Chakras, we all have. You have hundreds of chakras in your body, different little points of energy. Alright, I'll stick to the basics. You have 7 energy points inside your body where your soul lies, actually. Your soul doesn't lie from your brain. And so whenever you say you have a gut feeling, that is your solar plexus, an energy point, where your soul, talks to you through feeling, okay? And what chakras are much like, I'm going to explain it like this cartoon. If we had a stream that was running down of water, and this stream of water had a bunch of little pools of pools of water, and the pools of water were spinning around like this because right here it came to a point where the water had to go through, and it was a real small point. So we're going to have a bunch of spiraling pools of water, okay? Part of your body, your energy body, and where your emotions lie, okay? And if one of these energy points gets blocked by a certain emotion, like leaves falling into the pond and getting into the way of that little bitty, the water flowing through, the energy can't flow, the water can't flow through, right? So we have these chakras inside of our body, these spinning pools of energy that are always spinning, or some of them stop spinning because they stop working because you're blocked. And what blocks these emotions is fear, guilt, shame, grief, lies, illusions, and anything you think you need to be happy, okay? And they're all the color of the rainbow. Red, orange, green, yellow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Okay? You've seen it before on all them colors on like Buddhist stuff or whatever. I was looking around to see if I had anything to show it, but I don't think I do. But anyways, so these chakras, I'm helping heal right now. I'm aligning and balancing them through asking Spirit to help me, and they pass the energy to you guys. You'll feel the energy in your body. You also have a dormant energy at the base of your spine called Kundalini, and it is a dragon energy, a serpent energy, and it's been dormant. The feminine energy has been dormant in the base of your spine for a long time, and one day you will have that energy rush up the base of your spine like a freight train of heat. It'll feel like a burning ball of heat rushing up your spine to the top of your head, and you'll have a full-blown transformational awakening in that moment. it's a pretty deep thing that happens to us human beings on the awakening path. You have two deaths in this life. Your first death is your ego death, where you realize that you're source in a human body and realize you're never ever going to die in your infinite energy. And then you have your little physical death probably at the end, maybe. I don't know, maybe not in this life. Maybe we're going to transcend that shit. Who knows? But the energy stopped sending, so I'm going to go ahead and conk the fucking whole session out. Thank you so much, spirit guides, for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Clear their energy fields off. Ground that energy to the ground. Anybody watching on replay, it will be sending to you guys. I'll put that on here, by the way. Taking some deep breaths to ground this energy, guys. Now you might cry a little bit or something like that over the next couple days. That's you having that energy come to the surface that I just brought up for you because you weren't going to on your own. The spirit guides did, okay? Hit me up in my inbox if you guys want to, if you want a personal session. I do this stuff for donations, so if you want a session for yourself, I do personal sessions, I do tarot readings, I do Reiki attunement, so I can teach you this stuff also, how to do this healing technique to yourself so you can heal yourself. It's all about self-healing at first. And I also do personal spells if you guys want to learn how to manifest your greatest life. I can help you get going on that. So I love you guys so much. Have an amazing ass day, man. Thank you for the Reiki session and allowing me to work on you guys, by the way. I love you all so much.